scissor-handed people of the Reject Nation, office, supply, appendaged friends and neighbors, welcome to a momentous Gothic occasion. That's right, it is time for the Tim Burton classic motion picture starring John Depperson. It's Edward Scissorhands. Aaron, are you excited?
Johnald, yes I am. I am ready.
Hey.
We are both in theme today.
We're both bounded, man. We're bound.
We're scissor-handed. We're disheveled hair boys, and I'm ready to
put her there, partner. There we go. That went better than expected.
That was good. We did it.
We're going to watch Edward Scissorhands today. You're probably all screaming in your chairs. What? How have you not seen this? I know I've caught chunks of this over time, as a small child, but I haven't seen hide or hair of it since then. I've seen a bunch of other Burtons, my favorite movies, Tim Burton movie. But Edward Scissorhands has remained an echo of the long since past in my mind. So I am excited to essentially watch this for the first time. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, man. Likewise, I have vague memories of remnants of catching maybe bits and clips of this on ABC Family. I don't know if ABC Family is still a thing, but when it was a thing, or / if it is a thing in my youth, I remember little bits, but it's
Fox Family, and then it was ABC.
Oh wow!
Some say it was better when it was Fox Family, but who knows?
It's all the freaking same. We're on streaming services now. But anyway, I'm doing all right. Had a nice shoot earlier today, and I've been doing a lot of packing lately, a lot of moving, a lot of grooving. But yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm ready to watch this movie. I'm excited. I don't know what to expect. I know nothing about the plot because I don't have the access to my youthful memories anymore. Sales are always changing. Johnny boy, how are you doing? How you feeling?
I'm good. It's been a little bit of a complicated day, but not too bad. It's a sunshiny summer afternoon as we're watching this. And, Wednesday's on the horizon and Halloween's coming up. I'm starting to get that spooky inkling. Michael's has their stuff out. If you're that kind of person who's shopping for Halloween in July, like me. So I'm excited. This is going to be good. I'm ready for a goth afternoon. And if you guys are ready, why don't you go ahead, do all the YouTube stuff, and also check us out on Patreon, because that's where you can get the full-length, sync-up, stream-along version of this here movie, along with every other movie we watch on the channel. It's a blast over there. We've got a lovely community. We are going to stream this today from somewhere on the internet. I'll record a pickup and let you know where that is.
Disney Plus.
We're going to stream this from Disney Plus today for whichever genre-based day of the week. Maybe it's Horror Thursday or Wildcard Wednesday. Who knows what day of the week this could be? It's a dark fantasy, perhaps. Maybe it's on Sunday. Either way, we're going to be streaming along over on Patreon, highlights here on the YouTube, and grab your own copy. Join us, and hey, it also helps to support the channel in various ways, including with, all the monetary woes and copyright issues that face us each day on YouTube. And also, if you want to get a little discount on some teas like these at rejectnationshop.com, that's you can get that there as well. I think we're set to go. I'm gonna grab the remote over here. And
don't break the illusion. I got it. No.
Okay.
I got it.
All right.
I got it.
I wish we had like a pickup shot of the. Okay, here we go.
God.
We're gonna watch the movie.
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm gonna do it.
Oh,
I'm gonna do it. I don't want help. I don't want help. Okay.
You got this.
All right.
You're strong and independent. I believe in you.
All right. We're gonna watch the movie now.
Okay.
Roll the bumper. Ooh, cool. I love a twist on a bumper.
That's so fun.
It's good too because we're watching this in the cold studio. Whoa!
Ooh.
And it's opening up like a pair of scissors.
Love
this.
Johnny Depp.
Ooh. Winona Ryder. Damn,
Hey,
I forgot.
Okay. I'm excited. I've been watching a lot of Johnny Depp lately on this channel, so I'm excited to see some other classics of his.
Anthony Michael Hall. Okay. Evil Dies Tonight.
Kathy Baker.
I was going to say, the music is already kicking. Oh, them scissors. And I know this is one of Andrew Gordon's all-time favorite scores, so I'm excited for that. Oh, Vincent Price. Let's go. Alan Arkin. All right.
Oh, he's in this. Cool.
And of course.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he make this movie in between Batman 89 and Batman Returns?
You might be right.
I think so. I want to say this came out in 1990.
Stan Winston.
We'll confirm after the movie is over.
And those little bobbin things a couple shots ago look kind of like some of the Christmas gifts in Nightmare Before Christmas. Looks like the little vampire toy. Whoa. Are they like cookies?
I was thinking the same. That's cute.
Oh.
Hands. Normal human hands.
Story by Tim Burton and Caroline Thompson, eh? Screenplay by Caroline Thompson, okay.
What'd you like at that?
All right, let's go, Timmy. Timmy B. Heydays. Whoa, beautiful. And the fade into color. Nice. Oh, we are not in a snow globe.
Oh, no.
I thought we were in a snow globe just there.
Snuggle in, sweetie. It's cold out there.
Whoa. Is that an old age makeup?
Why is it snowing, Grandma? Where does it come from?
I need to see a full shot of her face. I can't tell yet.
Let's see.
Is that Winona? In the makeup?
I guess it would have to start with...
Kind of sounds like her.
Got him.
Well, there are all kinds of scissors.
It's true, there are.
Once, there was even a man who had scissors for hands.
Sure sounds like her voice.
Hands? Scissors?
No, scissor hands.
These are hand scissors.
You know the mansion on top of the mountain?
It's haunted.
Sure looks like it.
A long time ago, an inventor lived in that mansion. He made many things, I suppose.
Dang. He made Sally, of course.
He also created a man.
Oh.
He gave him insides, a heart,
This reminds me of Beetlejuice.
brain, everything. Well, almost everything.
Feels like you're cruising over the model village.
The inventor was very old. He died before he got to finish the man he invented.
Aww.
So the man was left by himself, incomplete and all alone.
He didn't have a name?
Of course he had a name.
Silly girl.
His name was Edward.
His name was
Aw.
Eduardo. Love this, like, fawn.
Yeah.
It's not like a weather vane. It's just some kind of roof fixture, but...
I love the way it's lit.
Eh.
Whoa, very colorful houses. Those are Powerpuff Girl of houses right there.
Seriously?
Meanwhile, in Townsville.
Yeah, that's the Bubbles house. That's the Buttercup house. And that's the Blossom house. Where's the Mojo Jojo house?
Avon calling.
Weren't you just
Oh,
here?
my.
No, not since last season.
Oh, no.
Today I've come to show you our exquisite new line of softer colors. Everything you need to accent and highlight your changing look.
Come on, Peg. I never buy anything from you. You know that.
I know.
Bye.
Bye, Helen.
Same time next year.
Hey, poor Helen.
Yeah, you see, it's easy. Your food trap's clogged. That's all.
Girl.
You see this bulb here? You just unscrew this. Okay.
Oh, like Peg Bundy.
Totally.
You know, on TV they say you repairmen are a lonely bunch of people. Housewives get lonely too, although you may not realize it since they haven't made a commercial on the subject. Now, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. This is fascinating. I wouldn't want to miss a moment of it.
This is a corn movie.
Good morning, Joyce. Avon calling.
Why, Peg?
Avon calling.
Oh, Peggy. Poor Peggy.
Can't you see there's a vehicle in my driveway?
Yes.
Well, I'm surprised you don't realize that means I'm busy.
God, the nails, man. The nails.
I like them both.
Well, great.
You don't actually think I have any money, do you?
The only person who'll talk to you, though. It's worth the trade.
Yeah, really digging the art direction of this movie so far.
Yeah, dude. Oh, maybe Edward will buy some Avon.
Maybe we can paint his scissors.
There you go. Yeah. I love the miniature. Like, it's so cool.
It's one house you haven't tried yet. I wonder if they made... Wow.
Wow.
That is just the looming darkness over this very colorful town.
That's so funny. Oh, you can kind of see the line where they, like, layered it in.
Yeah. I noticed that too. Wow. Speaking of handcrafted.
God, this is so cool. Definitely want to live there.
Mm-hmm. And you just know these are Tim Burton sketches that they just molded into life.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
gorgeous.
Good tidings. Wow.
Oh, it's more colorful than expected.
Symbolic.
Yeah.
Looks all spooky outside, but inside it's whimsical and lovely.
Oh, giant hand.
And
That's cool.
the centerpiece of it all. Transition out of these. I'm gonna let Eddie take over in a minute.
You failed with the bit for a while. You good.
I got it.
You've done your time.
I did my due diligence committing to the bit.
Whoa.
Wow. God, you just have the lab right in the entrance. It's one fierce foyer. Ooh. Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Oh, the shadow in the corner. I didn't even see that till the last second.
That was really well timed.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm Peg Boggs. I'm your local Avon representative. Hello.
You got this, Peg.
Peg is a woman built different, not phased by the amount of spider webs on this stuff.
That's true. No matter how abandoned, she is determined to make that sale. Wow. Oh, Sweeney Todd definitely borrowed from this set.
God, I really still want to watch Sweeney Todd.
I like Sweeney Todd. I know it is divisive.
Is it?
Yeah. To some degree. Like, not maybe as much as other musical adaptations, but to a degree, Boy born without eyes reads with his hands. Ooh. Inspired by... Whoa!
Just in the shadow there,
Whoa.
just the light of the scissors.
Like a little spider.
Why are you hiding back there?
Oh, my.
I'm Peg Boggs. I'm your local Avon representative, and I'm as harmless as... Oh, my.
Oh, no.
Whoa.
I'll just be going
No,
now.
Peg, you're good.
Don't go.
Whoa.
Cool.
Belts in the wall, the scissors.
What happened to you?
I'm not finished.
Oh!
Oh, no.
Don't come any closer. Just, please.
Wow, just the history on his face, too.
Yeah.
Those are your hands? Those are your hands.
Good delivery.
Where are your parents? Your mother? Your father?
He didn't wake up.
Oh, buddy.
Are you alone? Do you live up here all by yourself? What happened to your face?
I had an itch. Oh.
I won't hurt you.
God, I'm surprised he's got both of his eyes.
Let me give you a good astringent, and this will help to prevent infection.
Yes. Make the sale.
Bro, you think this man has money? Where's he gonna put it?
What's your name?
Edward?
Eddie.
I think you should just come home with me.
Oh, she's so sweet.
Oh,
Oh,
how sweet.
you're smiling. That was unexpected.
Slip
and slide.
Ah!
Jesus.
Jeez, yeah, I thought that was worse.
You go ahead and look. You have every reason to be excited.
Dude, she's so great.
Wonderful.
Oh!
She feels kinship because she's a reject and he's a reject.
That's true. Reject Nation.
That's right.
Right.
He still has
All
the
right.
scissors.
I'm putting him down for now. I'll pick him up back again later.
I was standing outside and I was talking to Carol, and Peg drove by, and she had somebody with her in the car.
Did you get a good look at it?
Uh-oh.
Did she say anything to you about having a guest or something?
She didn't say anything to me at all. She rang my doorbell at the crack of dawn this morning.
No.
God. It's a vomit-colored room.
Yeah, it's a French-colored rug.
Just yeah, brown and icky green and...
This is our house, and you can just go right in and make yourself right at home, okay?
Joyce, I just saw this strange guy driving with Peg. I didn't get a very good look at him. He looked kind of pale.
Eh?
She's the talk of the town.
Yes, be right there.
Oh my God, busybodies in this town.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my God. That's funny.
Here we are.
Oh, buddy.
Whoa, very
my
spacious
goodness.
and pristine.
Oh, grill, one of those old wooden TVs.
Those very rose and blue colored couches.
Dude, we used to make TVs in this country.
For real.
Or they used to make them elsewhere and we bought them, but they were more ornate.
Well, this is my husband, Bill. He's a bowling champion. Do you know what bowling is?
Oh, that's Alan Arkin. Okay.
Yeah, and we're known as her daughter, it looks like.
Here's my daughter, Kim, all dressed for the junior prom.
Aw, good colors. And that parasol, too. Oh, and that's Anthony Michael Hall. Okay.
She's camping in the mountains with some friends, but she'll be back in a few days and you can meet her then.
Aw.
You know what? I think I have some of Bill's old clothes in here. Here, these should just fit you.
Oh.
No, don't be alarmed. That's just the phone.
It's a great handling of the intro, too, because, like, she's appropriately scared, but you get in the tone how she would be, like, willing to approach him, though.
Never seen a mirror before? Yeah. Huh. Oh, no, another one. Aw.
Oh, no.
Don't
Stuffies.
snip.
The stuffies. Oh, water bed. Oh,
bed.
no. This isn't gonna go
This is
well.
very bad. This is not thought out.
He's swaying along with it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh,
At
no.
least you can rinse that wound off.
Oh, Christ. Oh, no, buddy.
That's not how that works. You're gonna
Buddy.
get soaked. That little thing.
Oh, no. I was gonna say, yeah, you gotta get on the floor and like wiggle into them.
Yeah, you're gonna cut the pants though.
That's not too bad.
Well, he was born up there or something. No, I don't think he's been off the grounds before today.
Get together with them.
I'll talk to you later, Marge. Bye-bye.
Dude, people used to be named Marge.
Yeah, and Ethel.
That's right.
Sorry, Edward, I didn't...
And George.
And Larry.
There we go. Very fine.
Very fine. Ooh.
Oh. That's a nice fit.
This is, I was just about to say, the suspenders are looking sharp. Too sharp. Oh, my.
Damn hair.
Oh, no. The Holy Santos. Oh, my God.
God, like a local celebrity. It's the gossip of this freaking town.
Uh-oh. What, are all the husbands coming home? Are all the husbands coming home? That's so funny.
At the same time, they all work at the same factory.
That's right.
Take different routes to get there. That's a very 60s spread. The carrots and the peas and I don't even know what that last thing is closest to them.
What is that, like a meatloaf?
So what have you been doing with yourself up there in that big old place? I bet the view must be spectacular, huh, Ed?
Edward.
Yes?
Oh, my.
No, I just...
See all the way to the ocean, I bet, huh?
No, Ed?
Sometimes.
Just refuses to say it right.
Bill, can I have the salt and pepper, please?
Completely detached.
Wow. I love that that's from his POV. Oh, just the one P.
From his POV. Oh. I was going to say, we need all shish kebabable foods. All skewerable foods from now on.
Those things are cool. You know, I bet they're razor sharp. One karate chop to a guy's neck.
Kevin.
Done. Oh my God. It feels,
This is, yeah.
feels so bad. I don't want to help Bob.
Can I bring him to show and tell on Monday?
Kevin, I've had enough.
Ouch.
I know things feel a little strange now, but soon you'll feel right at home. Good night.
He gets to sleep like this. Oh. That guy's going golfing. This must be Saturday.
I was going to say, there's at least 3 golf bags, 4 golf bags.
Wow.
God, a little Clockwork Village. Dude, that green car is pretty sick. The blue-green one.
Hey, Bob. Hey, Ed. Hey, Ted.
Hey, Ned. Hey, Red. Hey, Jed. Hey, Abed.
Abed doesn't probably live there.
You're going to have one ethnic guy in the white neighborhood.
I don't know if Tim Burton rolls that way.
Oh, that's right. Give it a couple decades, we'll get there.
Look at a train.
More concealing cream? Your complexion is so fair that this has a touch of lavender in it.
Learn the secrets of blending, Ed. Become a makeup artist.
Oh,
Whoa.
God.
He's so pink.
We'll cover up the scars and start with a completely smooth surface.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
He's got a cake on another layer of face. On top of his regular face.
Actual face.
Darn this stuff!
Oh, my God. It's almost as if it's not worth what you're selling it for. Oh.
You didn't go hang out with the other guys?
What's up with you, man? Oh, he's listening to the game.
Turn it up, Kevin. I can't hear it.
Dude, remember gathering around the radio?
Did you hear that, Mr. Boggs?
No, make it louder.
It's gone. It's out of here.
He's getting in there.
Look.
I'll be darned.
I'll be darned.
Wow. Very good. Very good.
Nicely done, my man.
Edward, you did us. Oh, Bill, it's us.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Edward.
He's still shaking him.
How long is the cable to that
He's
TV?
from straight from the stinking flames of
Ooh,
hell.
manager.
Power of Satan is in him. I can feel it.
Oh, no.
Don't come near me.
Oh, her.
God.
I've seen her.
Don't worry about her, Edward. She's just an old loony, that's all.
I'm going to finally call him Edward.
Yeah. He's accepted him into the family.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
All are hiding in there like a bunch of old hermit crabs.
Hi, Joyce.
Oh, nosy as hell.
Shame on you keeping your unusual guests all to yourselves. What time does the barbecue begin?
Barbecue?
You want nothing to do with this lady beforehand. Now you all up in her gumbo.
I'll bring coleslaw.
I'll bring chips. And I will bring the ambrosia salad.
Blech.
You must push him from you. Expel him. Trample down the perversion of nature.
Oh, my.
Don't
Oh,
use
my.
the Bible to justify your prejudices. Come on. What is this, history?
My man.
I've always said you were...
Chop salad.
I didn't know you chopped the whole thing, but what a really big... Oh,
Dang it, no.
It's just a Nick.
They're so eager to meet you. You just have to be yourself.
Oh.
Uh-oh, he's disassociating.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. This reminds him of Papa.
Buried memories. Uh-oh. Whoa.
What the hell?
Ugh. Oh, it's that stuff they make McNuggets with. Pink goo. Oh. What? I like that it has a face.
Yeah, it's cute.
Whoa. What?
Oh, okay.
Oh, were they actually cookies in the like credit scene?
Oh, yeah.
There was like those falling shapes.
Oh, this is so fun. I love this.
I love this machine.
I only see one cookie made out in there. But
They're just all like plopping on top. Yeah. Oh. Was this like his last role? What is that celery going to be used for?
Right? Oh, no. There he is. I think that might be the OG Edward.
Gave him a heart.
Edward Mark 1.
I love that you have a number of scenes that are based on just body language, too. Like, you can feel more of Tim Burton's silent movie inspiration in this.
Yeah, that's a good observation.
Hey, hi, George Monroe. Whoa,
Whoa.
it's a heck of a handshake you got there, Ed.
Mm.
Do you imagine those hands are hot or cold?
Yes.
And just think what a single snip could do. Go run, do.
Whoa, yep.
Now, we'd like to invite you to our card game Friday night. Huh? Would you like that? Only thing is, you can't cut.
A bazing. Yeah. Smile. See what? Yes. Right idea, my man. Right idea.
Listen, don't you ever let anybody tell you you have a handicap.
Who's handicapped?
Oh, that guy was being cool.
You're, what do they call that? Exceptional.
Oh, I was going to say special, but yes.
I noticed that you have not tasted any of the ambrosia salad.
We're good.
Allow me.
Blah, blah, blah.
You like ambrosia salad?
I know I've had one, and I'm trying to remember what exactly constitutes an ambrosia.
The only thing pink that goes into my body is Pepto-Bismol.
Oh, I'm so sorry, ladies, but he's promised to come to my house first.
One more.
Haven't you?
This is how he needs to survive from going forward. Just have women feed him, because he can't efficiently feed himself, it seems. Only at least very slowly he can.
Grab your plates. Soup served. Yeah, it is just goodbye. It was a figure of speech, Ed.
Let us pretend that we are in the drawing room and the hostess is serving tea.
Oh, okay.
Should the man rise when he accepts his cup of tea?
Probably.
Whoa.
Sugar be taken with the
Oh, that's a jump.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
Should the napkin be entirely unfolded, or should the center crease be allowed to remain?
Crease it?
Etiquette tells us just what is expected of us and guards us from all humiliation and discomfort.
20th century etiquette.
Let us switch to some poetry.
Yes.
Some Poe. Let's go.
There was an old man from the Cape who made himself garments of crepe. When asked, will they tear, he replied, here and there, but they keep such a beautiful shape. Go ahead, smile, it's funny.
Oh.
Oh, my. Oh.
He does a great job of a guy who's not accustomed to emoting, so he's like learning social cues.
Yeah. Just like observing and kind of practicing.
Hey, guys, we're home.
Hey, Anthony Michael Hall.
My parents have the alarm set. I'm screwed. I'll have to sleep in the yard again.
Again.
Call them and tell them that we're coming back early.
That's right, but did you?
No, Pete, rather complain.
How am I supposed to be the center of attention, huh?
Bye, you guys. Thanks for driving.
Okay, see you
Bye.
later.
Bye.
Oh.
Come on, Jim, let's go.
Heavy van. Oh.
And you have no idea that this man's in your house.
You have a strange boy in your room.
Mama didn't tell you.
Oh.
Oh, geez.
Oh, my.
Oh,
no. Well, and for him, too. Like, who's this now?
I mean, he saw the picture of her. But yeah, she has no idea about him, though.
Oh, Christ the Lord. Oh, Christ the Lord.
Oh,
There!
of course you can see him through the mirror. Oh, no! Oh, no!
The bed! He's a murderer. He is an axe.
This way.
Oh, buddy.
Poor guy.
Got a full queen-size bed here.
They did set that up earlier. The rain in the mountains.
What's the matter? What's wrong?
Oh, he's cold. He's scared.
Castle too long. You don't know anything about the wonderful world of teenage girls. They're all crazy. Straighten it right out.
Wow.
What is it?
Lemonade.
Lemonade.
Oh, God, come on.
I don't know what it is.
Straws for the
Get
man.
him, yeah.
In age, they develop these gland things. Their bodies swell up.
Blah. Blah.
Why you talk about it that way?
Gland things.
Glands?
Yeah, glands.
Mammary glands.
I try not to think about it.
Thank you. Finally. Genius at work.
He really is built different, sipping liquor like that.
Yup.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. His eyes are going to pop out of his head.
Good, isn't it?
I love how oblivious he is to all other people.
Why does he have to stay here? Oh my
And of all the beds you have in this house, why did you not give him the basement to begin with?
I know.
Just come downstairs, shake the man's head, shake his head. Well, not literally. Goodness, you scared him half to death. I scared him to death.
Give this man the one poppable bed in the house.
I mean, they wanted him to feel what it's like to have all the modern accoutrements and luxuries.
True. Want him to feel at home.
Kim, this is Edward, who's gonna live with us.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh God.
What kind of drunk is he?
Uh-oh. Oh Jesus. Oh wow. How much yard do they have? Oh, she's in the neighbor's yard.
Woo. Not unusual to have fun with anyone. Tom Jones, baby. Tom Jones, like Tim Burton must have a big Tom Jones thing. Isn't he in Mars Attacks?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Oh, look out now.
Yeah.
Well.
A nice cool glass of lemonade.
Lemonade.
Oh no. Oh no. Never again. Never again lemonade.
Not even the doors.
Yeah, it's a pastel world.
One chop to a guy's neck, and it's all over.
Cool.
Very cool.
They can hack through anything. And
Ooh.
Oh my.
Hey.
Wow, not bad.
That impressive, Edward. Yes.
I think they look weird. They gave me
You look at the one on the side.
Yeah.
It's hanging.
It's like one of those big skeletons.
Yeah.
That's him.
He's calling you, Kimba.
Stop it.
Kimba the White Lion.
Edward, you forgot your cookies.
His hair.
Don't worry, Eddie. She's
You
waiting
stand
for
up
you.
like that.
Ugh. Ugh. No, man. No.
Or
Jim, didn't you just tell me your mom had her kitchen done too?
Yeah, my dad bought himself a bunch of new toys.
Goodness sake, I wonder what it's like to be that rich.
Well, they keep things pretty much locked up. My father has his own room for his stuff to make sure I can't get any use of it. He's so cheap he won't even help me buy an old car.
Well, he probably wants you to pay for it yourself. I agree with him. Builds character. You'll appreciate it more.
He's got his name badge on at dinner.
I understand you're not charging for your gardening, Edward.
Now, Bill, Marge made him cookies today.
Sweetheart, you can't buy the necessities of life with cookies. You can't buy a car with cookies. Am I right, Jim?
How many cookies?
suppose you can't.
I can't eat that. He used his hands.
Come on. You know he washes his scissor hands.
Bonk.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Eddie. No one helps this guy except for Mom, but
I'll be right back.
No,
buddy.
God.
That'll be $8, please. The dog.
Oh, Lord.
It's a very well designed shot. Guys, you're right of the dog. Yep, here we go.
It's only a matter of time before he cuts the little dog. Looks like a broom/mop. Made a poodle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so many money-making opportunities.
So many cuttable things.
When are you gonna start doing the girl's hair?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, this can't possibly be my Alexis.
That's a close shave.
For real.
Oh
Yep, sure enough, the little dog was next. I knew it.
You gotta have your dad be your business manager or something.
Now, don't you worry, kisses. You're gonna be just fine, honey. You're gonna be so pretty.
Kisses.
Jeez.
Oh my. Oh my. Giving him the eyes. I love it. Leaning on the roof.
Eddie, is there anything you can't do? You take my very breath
Oh,
away.
wow.
I swear. Look
Oh
at
my.
Like a lion's mane.
Have you ever cut a woman's hair? Would you cut mine?
Oh.
Yes.
That's a lot of trust.
Lean into the good light.
He's good at what he does, though. So.
Yeah. The inventor also read him the Paul Mitchell book.
She's like turned on by it.
Oh yeah, she's been giving him the eyes the whole movie.
It's true.
A symphony of scissors.
A symphony.
A symphony. There we go.
Doesn't look like he's doing much, but he's getting in there.
It's You Don't Mess with the Zohan. Oh,
wow.
Interesting.
I think the most thrilling experience of my whole life.
Wowie.
Hot dang. Wow.
Oh, everyone gets a makeover. Get the recluse lady over here.
Yeah. Show her the way.
Oh my gosh, she's looking like a who.
Oh
my god, yes.
Oh my. That is a style. I like that they respect artistic vision. Oh, she has the Wolverine.
Nice.
Zing!
Oh, Mama. Cut Mama's hair. Give her something real nice now. She's so sweet.
So adorable.
You're getting ahead of the company.
Oh, look at hers.
I'm home. Hi, honey, we're in here.
He likes those asymmetrical swoops.
What did you do to your hair? Edward cut it. Isn't it wild?
Isn't it wild?
Oh, I can't believe I'm talking to you in person. This is such
I've never
an
seen her
honor.
as a blonde before.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I have either.
Yeah, he's right here. Great, so then you know all about it. Well, I've had a little trouble getting it the right consistency. I'll try that. Uh-huh.
Don't put your hands near your face anymore. You're going to cut yourself again.
I sure will. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Oh, boy.
No wonder she's the head of the company.
Mm.
I've always wanted to talk to her, but until now, I never had a reason. Thanks, Edward.
Oh.
She had some ideas?
You bet she did.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Cover you in corpse paint. Southgate Shopping Center. The Fabric King.
I get that.
It's kind of interesting. We're about an hour into this movie, and there hasn't been like a major conflict yet. There's, I mean, there's the lady, and there's the daughter, but nothing's like come to the forefront of the plot. What were you gonna say?
No, it was like an interesting thing to observe, because right now it just feels like just sort of a blossoming outward of this guy, a little bit coming of age. Although I think conflict is about to present itself.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He got eyes for that girl.
Eyes for your daughter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Edward, we're here. Come on, let's get you sharpened up.
Let's get you sharpened up. Oh my God, the big Swiss Army knife. Let's go.
Can't believe this.
Yeah. Bust in through the window. Whoa, nice. Nice dog.
Yeah.
That
Oh, I didn't even see the dog. I
That
just
was
saw her.
Skinny Puppy right there. This is the actual Skinny Puppy. For all you industrial nerds out there. Pick that lock, yeah.
Sure enough.
Thanks.
Ed, what a guy. Good job.
No, it's Edward. It's not his name.
Yeah, you didn't break it or scratch it or anything. Hey, be a pal and yell when Peg pulls in, huh?
Be a pal.
What's been the best part of your new life here in town?
The friends
Yeah. Okay, you got a little bit of a new do.
But if you had regular hands, you'd be like everyone else.
Yes, I know.
But then no one would think you were special. You wouldn't be on TV or anything.
No matter what, Edward will always be special.
Oh, you are special, Eddie.
I wonder, do you have any plans to open your own beauty salon?
Yeah, buddy. This is a good set.
Mm-hmm.
Stand right up. Do
you have a girlfriend?
Hey. I wish I had a girlfriend.
Sure he does, right, Kim?
Right, Kim?
Knock it off, Bubble Butt.
Bubble what? What the what?
All right. She sees it. She finally sees him now that he has his swoop.
They're making eye contact. Prolonged eye contact.
Prolonged eye contact.
That's a cool shot of the TV.
Oh, she in love.
She feels his purity.
I'm in love with the scissors.
Whoa!
Oh, no!
Everything's all right. We'll take a break and we'll be right back after these messages.
That's Michael Keaton's older brother.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
What, he's a little shocked. What do you care?
A little shock.
I wish we'd been taking that. I'd give my left nut to see that again.
Oh, what is with you,
boy?
Guy? Wouldn't you give your left nut bubble butt?
Carl, and back up here a whole row of new cosmetics. And all along this row here. Eddie.
Yeah.
This is what I really want to show you.
A-roll.
Now, this is the storeroom where we keep everything.
God.
Oh, no.
And what I need from you today...
Scary mannequin.
Oh, honey,
Don't
no,
touch those.
No, don't. That's dangerous. Now, you just sit right down there.
Oh, boy. You're going to try and take advantage of him.
Mm-hmm.
I have some smocks.
Oh, no.
Would you like me to model them for you?
Yes.
Oh.
You don't know what you're asking for, Edward. He doesn't know what a smock is. Don't do this.
Oh, my.
He's just unfazed.
His unblinking stare. God, the composition of the frames is so great.
Yeah, I love the background. Matches her dress. Beautiful.
Like the placement of the mannequin.
And what it's for
Oh, boy.
is to catch those itchy little trimmings that fall down in your neck.
Oh, boy.
And then there's this old purple one, you know, that you just kind of drape around you like this.
Oh, Christ. Oh, no.
I like that one.
He's coming of age.
Why, Eddie, you're trembling.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Jeez.
Oh, my.
Oh, no.
Oh, my. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. This doesn't feel the same without the scissor hands. Oh, my goodness. What is that? PVC? Latex? Whoa, no. I'm glad she wasn't impaled just then.
Edward, you come back here. You can't do that.
Can't do what? Can you just leave?
Oh, but it just makes you want him that much more.
Velcro, sweethearts. Velcro and it hangs on the dashboard.
Abandoned that boy.
Sorry, I'm late.
He was trying to gauge his height by that thing on the door.
So, Edward, did you have a productive day?
Mrs. Monroe showed me where the salon's going to be. And then she showed me the back room where she took all of her clothes off.
But
I mean, she didn't take all of her clothes off, but...
Yeah, I'm just as pleased as Punch. This whole beauty parlor venture is going to teach you volumes. There's nothing like running your own business.
He's so detached.
From what I gather, it's the greatest satisfaction a working man can have.
It's like he doesn't hear anything outside his purview.
Right.
So I guess the bank's going to be your next step, huh?
The bank?
You gotta go alone.
Nothing to worry about. With your talent and reputation, it's going to be a snap.
It's gonna be a snap.
A snip.
A snip.
No personal investments, no social security number. You may as well not even exist. There is no collateral.
No Tom Cruise. No Jamie Foxx.
Get yourself a social security card, establish credit, and buy yourself a car. You have a decided advantage. You can get one of those handicap placards, no problem, and park anywhere you like.
Oh my. God, these little rings are arranged. Diagonal.
Don't you worry. This isn't the end of it. We'll get your money somehow.
Bank.
But that's breaking and entering.
Wow, the dolphins going in and out.
Okay,
So
well, it costs them
good.
a little hassle, that's about it.
And the little disco man.
Yeah.
Look, there's a guy who'll give us cash for this stuff.
Jim, I don't want to.
Look, you don't want us to have our own van like Denny's when we can be by ourselves whenever we like?
Oh boy.
Well, why can't you just do it?
Because my father keeps the damn room locked. We need Edward to get us in.
Well, can't you take the key like when he's sleeping or something?
Look, you don't understand. The only thing he hangs on to tighter is his...
Jesus Christ.
Come on, Kim. Razor blades will do anything for you.
What do you mean? That's not true.
Oh, no? Why don't you ask him?
That's not fair.
What's fair got to do with it? There isn't any other way.
Bro.
Look, I've racked my brain. Don't you want us to have our own van?
You must be able to buy a lockpick somewhere.
I was waiting for his weird ass name for her.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. You turned off the alarm, right?
Yes, what do you think? Shh. Come on, let's go.
I hate this.
This person stole from you? Keep your voice down.
Jesus.
Listen, I already tried it. The guy's parents are like he is. Okay, now you told Kim you'd do this. Well, come on, let's go. Come on.
God.
We're post Breakfast Club, right? This is like him going against type Anthony Michael Hall.
Yeah, because Breakfast Club is 80s. This is early 90s.
Yeah.
Come on, now.
I just want to make topiaries. Fun. Ooh. Liking the plants. Whoa. Damn.
What the hell? Wow, you set him up.
Oh, that's cruel.
You're a dick.
The panic room. Oh, that sucks. I hate that. Oh,
dude.
Oh, damn, dude. Oh, no.
Freaking out. He can't get a knob.
Here comes conflict. This is going to be bad.
Yeah.
Damn.
Came quick, fast, and in a hurry.
5 cops, 6 cops.
Is that a black man?
I can't tell. The light.
Can't.
The light! Oh, no. Don't Night of the Living Dead, my man. Put the knives down. I can't.
It's your house. They can't arrest you for setting off the alarm in your own house. We'll tell them we freaked and ran.
You're not going back there.
You suck.
No, because my father would prosecute.
His own son?
Especially his own son.
He was the nerd in Breakfast Club, right?
Yeah.
Man.
And it was the Evil Dies Tonight guy in Halloween Kills.
Got something in his hands. Looks like knives.
Drop your weapon!
You drop it.
God, that lens flare, too.
Stop moving, Edward.
Looks like we got a psycho.
At the very least, not a white guy.
Please, we know him.
All right, cuff him.
We all know him.
Dang. You can't do that. It's going to cut his own butt.
No. Butt cut.
Aww.
Oh, Edward, dear, I blame myself. Why didn't I set a better example? I mean, you saw how I envied Jim's parents their money.
And what were you going to do with that stuff once you
up.
had it?
Well, we'll get money for the salon somehow, but I never meant stealing. Dear, stealing is not the way to get it. Stealing is not the way to get anything.
He wasn't trying to.
Oh, Edward, why ever did you do this? You know, damn those TV programs.
Damn them all to hell.
Damn them all to hell.
Do this.
Damn. Edward ain't no snitch.
No.
Clunk. Oh, it's this guy.
Will he be okay, Doc?
Alan. Officer Allen.
He's had no context. He's been completely without guidance. Furthermore, his work, the garden sculptures, hairstyles, and so forth, indicate that he's a highly imaginative character. It seems clear that his awareness of what we call reality is radically underdeveloped.
But will he be all right out there?
Oh, yeah, he'll be fine.
What? Really?
Listen, it could keep me up all night worrying about you. You watch yourself here.
Aw. Officer Allen's an alright guy, maybe.
I just happened to be up, so I heard all this noise, and I ran out. I was
All along, I felt in my gut there was something wrong with him.
Oh, no.
I warned you, didn't I? I saw the sign of Satan on
Get out of here, hater.
You didn't heed my warning, but now you will, because now you can see it too.
Ugh.
She just walks right through them.
Yeah. Great shot.
Edward, you stay right here now.
What do you have to say in your defense?
No.
Nothing.
He doesn't want to talk right
say
now.
something.
No, he doesn't.
What was going through your mind?
What do you have to say?
What do you have to say for yourself?
Talk to you.
Cut the cables, Ed.
For goodness sakes, Lois, it looks like I'm going to see you at our Christmas party before I get you over here for your haircut. Well,
Oh, no.
you may think that, but you're wrong.
It wasn't him.
You're here.
You're the only one that knows.
Did they? Were you scared?
Them curls.
I tried to make Jim go back, but you can't make Jim do anything.
Well, her eye color is crazy.
Thank you for not telling them that we
You're welcome.
Oh, buddy.
must have been awful when they told you whose house it was.
I know it was Jim's house.
You did?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, then why'd you do it?
For you, baby.
Thought you wanted me to.
Because you asked me to.
Ah.
Oh.
Ouch.
He said, just all you gotta do is say the word, baby.
Dump this dude.
Dump him.
Toss
Slap
him on his bubble butt.
Stab him.
Don't. What's the matter with you? When are you gonna stop? I did what I could. My old man thinks he's retarded, otherwise he'd still be in jail. What more do you want from me?
Oh.
You could tell the truth.
So could you. You were there too.
Oh, it wasn't my do. You know I didn't want to do it.
But you did do it.
You are
You
the
give this
worst.
jerk a titty twister.
Do it with the scissors. Ugly. I don't like this. I don't like this.
Oh, no! Oh, not the
damn.
wallpaper.
Oh, no, dude.
We're going to try and help you find a way to replace the drapes and the towels, but our confidence in you, Edward, is not going to be so easy to replace.
Of course.
Oh, no. He got his own shirt, too.
A little ethics. You're walking down the street, find a suitcase full of money. What do? A, you keep the money. B, you use it to buy gifts for your friends and your loved ones.
I mean, not bad.
C, you give it to the poor.
That's a good one.
D, you turn it into the police.
This is really stupid.
I'd keep the money.
Simmer down.
Edward?
Doesn't even care.
Yeah, how about after dinner we go down to the bowling alley? That'd be fun.
You're not seeing Jim tonight?
No.
Yeah.
You know, we had the coolest show and tell today. This kid brought in a box of baby possums, totally naked, no hair at all.
Honey, this is fascinating, but I don't think your father's finished yet.
Edward, we're waiting.
Give it to my loved ones.
Oh, damn.
No. They don't need it, no. It's not legal, Edward.
You dope. Everybody knows you're supposed to give it to the police.
Jeez, man.
Good thinking, Kevin.
Well, think about it, you guys.
Acknowledges him then.
I would do.
Well, we're not talking nice. We're talking right and wrong.
Yeesh. Nuances.
So if your people were in need, that's not right?
Man.
Well, did you hear what he did to Peg's curtains? It's unbelievable that they're having their Christmas party anyway.
Gosh, all the gossip.
Well, I don't think so. He practically raped Joyce, you know.
Oh, my God.
It's a miracle she escaped.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, conniver.
I know. They've got that teenage daughter in the house. Oh, those poor things.
Oh, you were the
What happened
worst.
to me? Can you imagine?
Oh, my God. You
Were
started
the
the own rumor?
worst.
What did you say to Peg about the Christmas party?
I said I hoped we could make it.
I lied too.
Jeez.
Oh, the roses on her shirt with the roses he's cutting.
Yeah.
Edward?
My.
You want to give me that
Hey.
new haircut?
Christmas time is here.
Again?
Yeah, sure. It makes me proud to have you as my own personal hairdresser.
Yeah. Oh, a mother's love.
Mama's a day one. Still loves him unconditionally.
Kevin, you want to play scissors, paper, stone?
No,
Why?
it's boring. I'm tired of always winning.
Never you mind, dear. You cut away.
Never you mind. And tell Merle cut away.
Hair's already mad short. Yeah, you can go shorter.
Sailing by on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. On Christmas Day in the morning.
Mr. Colin,
You're not
man.
going to pull that up, bro?
You're not going to adjust it whatsoever. Like, the other one looks so nice.
Right.
Quitting halfway through.
That bothered me.
Yep.
What do you think, honey?
My OCD,
More
I'm like, I
bells?
gotta...
Shift slightly.
Mom, do you really think we should be having this party?
Of course I think
Nobody's
we should
coming.
be having
Oh,
this party.
I like
Of
her
course I
hair.
do.
Her hair
I mean,
keeps
it's just what we
changing.
need just to calm things down and everything will just go back to normal.
Her hair's very 80s right now.
Yeah.
We could have any more bells, honey?
Oh, goodness. Such a pure, virginal dress. God, and that red backlight. Halo light.
I do see what Andrew sees. This is a beautiful score.
Yeah. Well, it has that thing where it's like, it is kind of like wistful and heartfelt and wondrous. And it's got the dark, Gothic tones too.
Definitely. Wow. Look at you making an ice sculpture.
Oh, the snow, like at the beginning. Oh. This is really beautiful. What a lovely shot.
Mm-hmm.
Must create my masterpiece.
Dang, get them details in there. Nice. Is she going to be your angel?
Yeah. Wowie.
Hey!
Oh, God damn it. Oh!
It's just a scratch, Jim. Really, it's okay.
Stay
It's
back,
no
okay?
big-
Touch her again and I'll kill you.
No, it's no big deal.
He clearly has more knives than you.
You can't touch anything without destroying it. Who the hell do you think you are even hanging around here anyway, huh?
You are the worst.
Stay right there, right?
Speak up, girl.
On Christmas Day in the morning.
He's been hitting that lemonade a little too hard.
Yeah, man. He only has one carol.
Go, freak!
Oh,
Hey, Edward, where are you going?
But, dude, acknowledge the situation, my man.
Where is he?
Tried to hurt you.
No, he did not, and you know it.
Are you nuts? I just saw him.
You made that happen.
I don't love you anymore. I just want you to go, okay? Just go.
I'm gonna lose you to that? He isn't even human.
Just get out of here, okay? Just go.
You're barely human, dog. Jack is his mom and dad.
Dad, did you see where Edward went?
Oh, I don't know. He just waltzed down the street.
So nonchalant.
The characterizations are really fun. Like he's just such a disaffected.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Shed the vestiges of the charade of a life. Peace. Jesus Christ, all you guys.
Oh, wow.
Y'all suck.
Edward's crashing out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Her organ, their freaking shrine.
Sound is great. So janky. Oh no. Wow.
Oh wow.
You want the devil? I'll give you the devil.
That blood, sweetie, and it's just a little cut.
Yeah, see?
Hello, Mrs. Boggs. I'm here to see the man with the hands.
Could you be more specific, please?
He's not here. Thank you.
Helen, did you actually see him? Yes.
Oh no.
I'm looking for the man with the scissors.
Right down that way, something back there.
All right, calm down.
Melody has a Christmas tree for a dress.
Just go home.
See your Christmas tree?
Christmas tree dress, yeah. With the poinsettias. They've all got great Christmas strips.
I'm sure you're
Oh, beautiful. Symmetrical mom in the middle.
What time is it?
They're isolated. Their lives been diced up.
You know, when I brought Edward down here to live with us, I really didn't think things through. And I didn't think about what could happen to him or to us.
You just led with your heart.
Yeah.
And now I think that maybe it might be best if he goes
No, you did the right thing.
up there.
Aww.
Because at least there he's safe.
Aww.
She's great. I
She
really
really
like
is.
Well, I got halfway to the Whitmans. I didn't see him anywhere.
her. For the Whitmans.
Where do you think you're going, young lady?
With you guys.
No, you're staying here in case somebody shows up.
We'll be right back, dear.
No, go to him.
You with your man. Oh, he's still just chilling in the neighborhood. Okay. Surprised the cop couldn't find him. He's just on the sidewalk.
Doggy.
The one dog he hasn't cut.
Hanging out.
Cut it. Yeah, let him see.
Oh, buddy. Oh, that's so sweet.
Adorable.
Please.
The fuzz. 5-0. Damn, dude. Not enough people rolling out big cotton sheets on their roofs.
Nah.
No. No.
They're searching for you, dog. Well, they'll miss you.
Are you okay?
Aww.
Yes, are you okay?
I am now.
Where is everybody?
Where is everybody?
Out looking for you. Hold me.
Oh.
Oh, she trusts him. She loves you.
Go to her.
I can't.
Oh, no,
Damn.
you can.
You can wrap her in your arms.
You just put your hands like that. And just
Yeah.
hold her.
You hold him.
Oh, yeah, you can.
So sweet.
Oh, adorable.
I know it's a little early for Christmas, Edward, but I have a present for you.
Oh, no. His hair looks nice combed that way.
Yeah, matches him. Interesting. I wonder how long his dad's. Oh. Oh.
Like you're touching your own face.
Edward. Oh no.
Oh
no.
Oh Christ the Lord.
Oh God.
No.
No.
No. No. No. Oh, no.
Right there and then, dude. Are you serious?
Oh, no.
God.
What an image. Poor thing.
Poor Edward. You cut you're trying to touch him, but you're cutting him. No.
Oh, my God. Oh.
He's afraid to love. He's one loser.
That's a fascinating movie.
Really, though.
Forget holding her hand. Picture the damage you could do other places.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's sick.
No. There is a Korn movie about that, though.
I feel like I'm gonna pass out or puke or something. Later. First, take me to her house. Come on, Jim. Don't make me drive. Just do it.
Don't make me sing.
Just do it.
Just drive. Relax.
Just drive. Just drive, motherfucker.
From the lovable dork to the douche in Edward Scissorhands, man. Can't say the guy doesn't have versatility.
Oh, no, kiddo. With your bow tie.
Caught him yet?
Ugh.
Who?
Him, that cripple.
Not you. Where'd you...
Let me know when they do.
You suck, dude.
I thought you were the guy who was talking to him about...
Let us all know, okay? Like a good boy.
I'm going to keep walking, man.
Right.
I'm not coming back here while you're still in the garage.
Save her. Oh, God.
Don't mind.
Uh-oh. You know what you must do, Edward?
Kevin.
Kevin. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, yeah, 'cause he's drunk. No!
No, God! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! God,
no.
This is not what it looks like.
No.
Jesus, what are you doing?
I hate it.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop it!
He just wants to help. Oh, I hate it. No! Oh, my God. Help him.
Bro, get out of
Kick
here!
him in the nuts. Whoa.
What about your brother?
Oh, my God. Dude.
Oh, my God.
You got rage issues, man. Oh.
He was defending himself.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Run, Edward.
Go, run.
Run.
He cut their lives into pieces. This is his last resort.
No.
God, he's doing his Naruto run.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't get you up there.
Damn, I forgot the gate is just right there.
And just wide open.
Just like a part of the neighborhood.
Susie, it was just the tiniest scratch, and he's gone. Let's not bother him, all right? Let's just leave him alone.
She's mad consistent. MVP of the movie, that lady.
Yeah, man. She's the real one.
Oh, my God.
Hate that.
Oh, you just shooting it in the air? Okay, all right.
Glad that's over.
All over. Go on home. There's nothing more to see.
What happened out there? I don't want to go. Well, I want to know. I want some answers.
It is all over.
Interesting. Did he like tell him something off camera? It's like, hey man, I was born with scissor hands too. I'll be back. I'll help you.
What are we going to do? I'm going. No, careful.
Oh, the angry mob. What, like Square do?
What? She's like a goose for her hair?
Yeah.
Goose for a do?
Goose do.
Oh, it's been there in a while. It's growing. And you can upkeep it.
It's got hairy palms now.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, buddy.
They're coming? Did I hurt Kevin?
No, he's okay. Mostly he was just scared.
They're all scared.
I thought you were dead.
Ugh.
This freaking
I
guy.
hate you, dude. I hate you.
Nobody wants you here.
You are a jerk, man. Oh. Whoa.
Oh!
No, Jam, stop!
The fact that he could have taken you out at literally any time, and the fact that he hasn't, shows he's a good dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh.
Stop it, or I'll kill you myself.
Damn.
With his hands.
Yeah.
Don't use him as a weapon now. Whoa.
Wow.
Don't hurt my woman. Finally.
Ooh.
Jesus, not gonna hurt the people I care about.
Yeah, dude. You suck, bro.
You've been sucked.
You gotta disappear.
Why are you?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Oh. Oh, so sweet.
It's adorable.
Wowie.
Leave him alone, dog.
Yeah. Oh.
Gonna go to jail for him?
She's gonna exonerate him, yeah.
Is he in there?
He's dead.
The roof caved in on him. They killed each other.
Jesus.
You can see for yourselves. See?
Ugh.
I'm going home.
Good.
Aww.
Yeah. Those are
She never saw him again. Not after that night.
How do you know?
Because I was there.
Could have gone up there. You still could go.
I was there.
Sweetheart, I'm an old woman now.
Warm in her bed.
I would rather him remember me the way I was.
Oh.
Maybe you guys can be old together.
Does he get? Yeah, I was gonna say, does he get old?
I don't know. If I think he should get old. Aww.
Buddy. Wow.
How do you know he's still alive?
I don't know. Not for sure. But I believe he is.
Aww. He's thinking about you.
Mm-hmm.
No clockwork scissor boy.
You see, before he came down here, it never snowed.
Oh my god, he's the reason it snowed in Burbank.
And afterwards, it did.
Oh.
If he weren't up there now, I don't think it would be snowing.
Oh.
Sometimes you can still catch me dancing in it.
Aww.
Catch me outside in the snow. That's not a bad makeup at all.
No, it looks really freaking good.
Oh.
Oh. That makes the ice statue.
Making the snow happen. Oh.
Wow.
There you are.
Where you get that ice from, though?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Edward.
Edward's snow blowing hands. All right.
Wow.
Now don these back for the review portion.
Yeah, baby.
Here we go. Okay. Got some scissor action going here. Oh, no.
Woo.
Oh,
Almost got
yes.
snipped.
Yeah. Look out there. You wouldn't want me to slip.
No, God.
Guys, if you happen to be watching this on Apple or Spotify and listening to it in podcast form, go over there. Oh, no. No.
No, God.
God.
Did it.
Oh. All right, gang. If you made it this far,
we did it.
Big thanks to Prepper for chopping these highlights down. It is a
Snipping
task.
these highlights.
For snipping them with their scissor hands. We appreciate it very mightily. And also, if you happen to be listening to this in podcast form on Apple or Spotify, leave us a little bit of a rating. Don't forget to leave a like on the video version. Subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell. You should have bell hands. That's what you should have.
That's right.
Goodness gracious me. Thank you guys so much for joining us. This was quite a journey. And yeah, man, this was for me essentially like the first time. And wow. What a ride that was. I'm like oddly reflective at the end of that.
Yeah.
This was really something beautiful. As always, we will kick off our review portion with the questions that you guys have submitted over on the Patreon. Big thanks to our Royal Rejects. Typically throughout these reviews, we will have you guys kind of stoke the fires of our chat, guide us, through what you guys want to hear about the most. Let's start off with Simply Faded. Thank you so much for joining in. Simply says, Edward Scissorhands is one of my favorite films. My siblings and I wore out the VHS because we watched it over and over. What are your thoughts of the fairy tale-like storytelling?
I thought it was lovely. It reminded me of another film I grew up with that John mentioned earlier, Princess Bride. And I always love, old woman or old man telling the story of their youth to, or just a fantasy story to a younger generation. And it played out really lovely. I think it added this nice quality to it that, that made it feel, something like fantasy, but and I appreciated the tragic nature of it. It was so tender and so sweet and so loving, but he was run out of town by the village people. I can't put my finger on it right now, but even though seems like it was set in the 60s, there is a older quality to this, and I think the 60s era added a nice visual to the storytelling of something that feels like it harkens back to olden time fairy tales, but still maintained that feeling. Like even the 60s I guess played a little bit into it, but I feel like this story in and of itself could be told from many generations to come. And obviously this came out in I think 1990, so it has been told from generations, and parents have passed it on to their kids and so on, and now it's been passed on to us. 1990, that's right. Yeah, John, what did you think?
I loved the fairy tale sort of Gothic. Not even like there is love in it. It's not like a love story per se solely anyway. But I really love the flavor of this and the way that it moved, and the sort of peripheral magic of it, but also the sort of wry depiction of life in the suburbs, and too the way it does kind of have this timeless quality, because it does feel like you're in the 60s, but it's also like kind of 80s, and because they got like the his dad's got like this crazy VCR and his fucking CD players and stuff, so like I think it is further in time than the 60s, but you're also just sort of left to kind of pinpoint it. I almost feel like you can pinpoint it sort of to a degree wherever you like, because it feels like something older, almost like the little neighborhood we're in feels like something out of a Twilight Zone episode, just with more pastel coloring, and there's like a clockwork whimsy to how all that works. And so I really liked the way that this unfolded, because it did feel like something of a fairy book, and I liked the way that it gradually got going. Like you have your opening titles and a few opening images, and then you just start in on what is his mom's name? Is it Peg? That's Diane Wiest. Okay, so her going door to door. Like I thought that was just going to be a bit, and that was going to segue us into the family that we were going to, peer in upon. But I thought that she brought so much. She was the glue of the movie in a lot of ways to me. Definitely. Because she brought so much heart and so much compassion to the character, who starts off, when you first see her, again, door to door selling, network marketing products and stuff like that. Like there's a loaded, response associated with that. And then, as, the scenes progress, you start to develop sympathy and endearment toward her, because everybody is kind of brushing her off. And then, she goes up to the castle and, follows curiosity despite her apprehension, obviously, and then is willing to accept this guy and willing to be curious and to kind of observe him and not run away when she sees him immediately. And there was just something about the way that the things began that was so lovely, and that really like sold it nicely, because the level of freaked out versus curious and sort of again, compassionate was a really nice thing. And the whole movie had this flavor of, like, it's like a wistful whimsy. It's like there are parts of it, especially in the first half. It's like, you were commenting that, early on, it's not really apparent what the conflict would be because, he's just kind of, acclimating to this neighborhood and, having little interesting, interludes with all the different neighbors and stuff like that. And it's fun to watch him, learn how to exist in regular society. And then, this jealous boyfriend or this, just rage-filled, kind of domineering boyfriend then creates, a very relatable conflict out of the coming-of-age elements and stuff like that. Like, this is I'm excited to watch this again after this viewing because there's so much lovely storytelling, and obviously, like, the neighborhood people, they're all sort of satirical to a degree. So I like the way this balanced out, the stuff that felt like a fairy tale, this kindly old inventor who is working on his, perfect boy. It's a little bit Pinocchio, and, tragically passes away, giving him, the final piece to complete him, or at least to help him, live a normal life. Like, there's just so many things, and the way the story was told, it's like you have some really fun interactions between characters that are dialogue based, but you have also a bunch of moments that are just kind of lyrical and vibey and just sort of observant of character. And so, I loved the fairy tale aspects, but also the kind of silent movie-esque quality that it had. And it's a little bit sad and it's a little bit sweet. And I love those flavors, and I could absolutely see why you would have worn this VHS out. Hell yeah. Thank you for asking and for commenting. Rennie, John, and Aaron, you knew this question was coming. What objects would each of you pick for hands? P.S. John, your quick wit, one-liners, and compassion has always brought me joy in these reactions. Thank you so much. And Aaron, your empathy, humor, and authenticity lights up every reaction you're in.
Oh, sucks.
Love you both. That is so sweet. Thank you so much, Rennie. Goodness, what are your hands, man?
Oh, man. So many options for hands. I don't know why my mind went to hot dog fingers from everything everywhere.
Hot dog hands.
That was nice.
Let's
hot
do
dog
it.
hands. Yeah. Little flappy hot dog hands. That'd be fun. Yeah, but no, we're going to go outside the box. We gotta think
boxes.
Different. Boxes for hands.
Be so, utilitarian. You could carry so many things.
This is true. If I could have, you know what I would want for hands? If there is a way where I could control them and move them as fingers, I would want like massage gun tips for hands.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You would be a very popular guy. You'd be a very popular guy.
But I can do so many things. I put maybe a sleeve over it. If I need to mix a drink, I could just do that.
Ooh,
I can I could start a business, have a massage business.
True.
I don't know. It's just so versatile.
Absolutely.
I could swim with just my fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'd be able to propel myself faster. Yeah.
I'm
gonna go with massage gun finger hands. How about you?
Guitar hands.
Ooh, each one's a little guitar.
Everyone's a little guitar. I guess it's ukulele hands.
Ukulele
If
hands.
I was being honest, it would probably just be I would have one hand be different colors of pens and one hand be different colors of pencils.
Okay.
Because then I would be able to, draw and paint kind of anything.
Oh.
I feel like it's hard to come up with a thing to have your hands/fingers be that's also not going to hinder your life in some capacity. And so, I guess I would probably, because I do love to carry a notebook around and write and scribble and draw and sketch and whatever. So I feel like, that's a happy place thing for me to do. Like sometimes I'll go out, a little self-date, take my notebook, sit down, just kind of let it flow. And so if I just had them right on the fingers, it'd be beautiful.
That'd be lovely.
Do sketches and, probably be way more efficient at sketching than I would with just one.
Yeah.
So.
What about pizza hands?
Pizza? Yeah.
hands?
Everyone's a breadstick.
I don't want my pizza hands to go moldy, though. I don't think that'd be fun.
I was going to say, anything that you would be tempted to eat and that has a shelf life
That
would
would
probably
be
be
messed
bad.
up.
Yeah, it would probably be bad. Can opener hands.
Okay.
Help people.
There's some business there you could have.
If you could have Swiss Army knife hands.
Oh.
That would be pretty
I wouldn't
sick.
be mad at that.
Yeah.
That's my second choice. Either massage gun hands or Swiss Army hands.
I want each of my fingers to be another hand. So I have extra hands and extreme dexterity.
So do your little hands inside of your big hands also have little hands?
Never-ending chain of hands with hands. I got gloves for my glove action figure. That's what I would do.
That way you have like a version of extendo hands. You kind of have elasticity, but it's just hands folding out of hands.
Yeah.
I dig that.
Yeah.
I think that's our answer.
What are your hands going to be? Camera hands? Be cool.
I
Just
dig
think,
that.
what are all the things that I like? That I want them on my hands. Thank you, Rennie, and for the kind, sweet compliments. We really appreciate that.
Appreciate you, dog.
Roby Bobarp Piras. Hi, guys. How's it going?
It's good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty jazzed. I'm feeling inspired. This is one of those movies you watch, for me anyway, and I'm like, I want to go out and make something.
Yeah, man.
Makes you want to go out and write something and photograph something and edit it together and yada yada.
This is pure imagination on display. I definitely feel inspired.
Oh my God. First off, kudos to Johnald for pronouncing my name correctly on Happy Gilmore 2. That's what I'm talking about. Some go for the pirate pronunciation, which I prefer. All right. So, well, you're going to be Roby Bobart Pirates from now on. Pirates. But yes, I hope I did it the right way this time, the first time. Anyway, I had two questions for today. One, which one of the jobs Edward tried his hand at do you think he should have pursued more? And can you think of other jobs he could have tried? And two, what is your favorite Johnald Depp movie? Keep up the good work, and ciao from Sardinia. Thank you for tuning in and for the lovely sentiments, questions et al. Run.
Okay. So let's see. He did dog's hair. He did people's hair. He did hedges. He did ice sculptures.
Mm-hmm.
He dabbled a little bit in murder, you know.
He did dabble in murder.
He did dabble
He could be a
in
very
murder.
effective. Well, he wouldn't be an effective hitman because you would always be able to tell who did it. It's a very
you knew about
specific
him.
scissor shape puncture wound.
Right, but that can look like a knife.
That's true. If he does it the right way, actually.
Hey,
right.
no prints.
That's right. No prints. No prints. Not bad.
So he could be good there. He could carve hams. He can
I was
carve
gonna
food.
say he doesn't do it as a job, but he cuts the meat at dinner, and I'm like, yeah, you could get a job at a deli counter.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely cut pies. You can cut all kinds of foods.
Do Edward Scissorhands Pizza Parlor?
I can see that,
dude. Get him.
I would love that.
Get him cutting slices and stuff, slicing and dicing. I mean, if he worked at like a chop stop, he'd be unstoppable.
Oh, dude, yeah, get him cutting them salads up.
Like, what could you do with scissors that we don't see at all in this movie? Because yeah, it's like some incidental stuff that he does. You know, he could easily turn into a career too. I was actually sad watching this that his career did not take. I wanted to watch a movie where things just kept going well and he just starts a business and it's great, and then people get their dogs groomed and their hair done and their topiaries trimmed, and he's just out here.
I would have loved that.
And everyone just helps him out with the stuff that his hands aren't good at, and then there we go. Like,
you know what we didn't see him do? We didn't see him cut any boxes.
We didn't see him cutting any boxes.
He could help people move, kind of.
He could help the recycling company after people move, because people don't break their boxes down.
They don't.
And you got to break those boxes down.
Dude,
you
that's
can't
how
just throw them out there.
That's how you maximize your space.
That's right. That's right. Or, I mean, you know, like barbershop, you know, like giving people like, you know, shaves.
I mean, we did do barbershop.
But like, you know, beard barber.
Trimming them
not,
up. Okay.
Yeah.
you're
We
right.
didn't see anybody
Close
get their
cut.
beard done. All right.
No, he did cut some faces.
He wasn't on that
mainly his
Sweeney
own.
Todd. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
He wasn't on his Sweeney Todd, though.
He wasn't on his Sweeney Todd.
I mean,
Except
that
in
would include murder. All I know is that Sweeney Todd murders people and he does haircuts. That's all I know about that movie.
He does beard cuts.
He does beard cuts?
He does beards and stuff. He I don't think he cuts anyone's head hair.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
Spoilers.
Oh,
Spoilers for Sweeney Todd.
One day,
I'm
maybe
sorry.
we'll watch Sweeney Todd.
Sorry.
I want to watch it so
Sorry.
bad. Let us know if you want us to watch Sweeney Todd. Okay.
Hand model.
Sure.
He could be a hand model. He
a
has
very
unique
specific hand
hands.
model.
Yeah.
There's a market out there for that.
This is an interesting, I'm sure, you know, because he has these hands and they, you know, complicate but also accentuate aspects of his life. I feel like there's an interesting read you can have on just living with some kind of abnormality, you know, because it's, you know, obviously there's this sort of like, at the end they're like, you freak, drive him out of town. But, like there were some really fun and interesting aspects of just watching him again try to make it by in this world and people not kind of coming in to help. And it's like, yeah, I thought that scene at the talk show was really interesting because they are having the conversation of like, would you want, I got a doctor you should get in touch with for your hands. And I love that just keeps coming up and nothing ever comes of it because I feel like that's a thing that happens in life. But yeah, they keep acknowledging this sort of, like if you change and get real prosthetic hands or whatever, like, you won't be special anymore. You won't be like, yeah, this adds a lot of difficulty in some respects, but it also enables you to do these extraordinary things. And there's something very interesting about that.
Yeah, maybe give them some interchangeable hands.
Dude, there you go.
Yeah. You know what? One more thing. I feel like if he were to able to master his hand abilities, he can come up with his own version of acupuncture.
Dude, oh my God, Edward puncture.
Edward puncture.
Edupuncture. Edward puncture.
Edward puncture hands.
Something in there. I like it.
I dig it.
Your favorite Johnald Depp movie?
There's so many. Oh my God. Freak, dude.
Freak, dude?
Yeah, that's one.
Good ass movie, Freak, dude.
Is it? I don't know. I've seen a number of them here. I've seen a number in my personal life. What about you? Do you have one? Let me look at his discography while you elaborate on this.
How many albums does he put out? I mean,
his filmography.
He's out here playing music with people. My favorite. I know my answer to this because my favorite movie of all time is a Johnny Depp movie, and that would be Ed Wood, which is a Tim Burton joint from 1994. I want to say.
I want to watch Ed Wood.
Ed Wood is terrific. I love that movie very much, and I love his portrayal of the guy such that it is. And I mean, this was really lovely, certainly. Like, I can see why it's fun to come back to a movie that is so beloved because, it's like I don't have, obviously, the same association that people who have been watching this all of their life have. And so this was like a really lovely performance and really well observed. And he's so engrossing to watch, and he plays the innocence so well, and he plays the childlike quality of this guy so well. But yeah, I mean, Ed Wood certainly would be one for me. I'm gonna discard my Scissorhands for a moment, so I can also see if there's any other answer to this question.
I think I might know what it is.
It's your favorite movie, 2010's Alice in Wonderland, of course.
He's really good in that. I will say that he is very, very good in that.
I did like watching him as the Mad Hatter. I will say that.
You know what? I'm tossed because I'm looking at his discography, and a couple of them I've actually seen on this channel. Okay. I remember, what's funny? I remember really liking Corpse Bride as a kid, but I've not seen it in a very, very long time. So I don't think that would count for me.
I like Corpse Bride.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go between Rango.
Rango's great,
and
Tusk,
on
right?
Stranger,
Tusk,
not Stranger.
Transcendence, The Ninth Gate.
No.
Libertine.
Is that at World's End? That's the third one, right?
Yes. What's your favorite one?
I'm trying to find it, dude. It's not
Public Enemies.
It's that's it's at Dead Man's Chest.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
That's a fun one. I want to see Once Upon a Time in Mexico. We were obsessed with Secret Window back in the day. I like him in From Hell, even though nobody likes that movie. Oh, God. Oh, a runner-up for me would be Sleepy Hollow.
Also a movie I've never seen.
Underrated Tim Burton, and that's one of my favorite Burtons as well, and I really like him in that movie. So I've got to see Fear and Loathing for sure. Donnie Brasco, I got to see.
Same.
There's another big one of his, Cry Baby, I've never seen.
Never seen that either.
But yeah, that would probably be it. Shouts out to him in Nightmare on Elm Street as well. Snap. Yeah, favorite Johnny Depp, probably Ed Wood, followed by Sleepy Hollow. This was great. I loved him in this.
Curse of the
Dead
Man's Chest, Rango. That's what it is for me.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Roby Pirates. Alrighty. Michael Medina Cathuria. You guys got cool names here at the Royal Rejects.
Yeah, you do.
Michael Medina Cathuria, Big hugs to the both of you. Big hugs to you as well.
Big hugs
to
to
you.
you.
Oh, my dude.
Aw.
Yeah.
Here, you can join this hug,
You
guy.
guys getting on the
Yeah.
hug. Okay. We're all hugging it.
Hugging it out.
This movie is super artistic, but not my favorite story. However, I love the performances. I think my favorite was Diane Wiest as the mother. Any
great.
standout performances for you?
Ooh, I would say Diane Wiest is really good. I think she's just a good woman. She's a good, lovely woman from start to finish.
She was the most surprising. Yeah, obviously you're like, oh, Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder, but yeah, she was absolutely the person who leapt off screen and I was not expecting, and who charmed and endeared me the whole way through.
Yeah, Winona was good, but this wasn't my favorite of her performances. But Diane Wiest, I've not seen a ton of her stuff, at least not to my knowledge, but she's definitely my favorite of the characters in the movie.
Yeah, and I mean, it was really cool to see Vincent Price, horror icon, and in such a sweet role, in such a fatherly kind of warm presence, even though the setting suggests that he should be, this, scary, mad scientist man. I thought Kathy Baker definitely leapt off the screen too. Alan Arkin certainly really made me laugh with his uniquely detached quality that he had, where it's like he never hears anything that isn't within the realm of his worldview. Gosh, man, the writer of this movie, sorry, I was curious, Caroline Thompson has written tons of stuff, including, you guys watching The Addams Family. She's worked with Tim Burton a lot. Hell yeah. But yeah, those are some performances that jumped off the screen. But I would say Diane Wiest, number one for sure. Let's see. Thank you so much, Michael, for chiming in. Tara. Ta-da.
Oh.
Hi, John and Aaron. This
Hola.
might be my favorite Tim Burton Johnny Depp movie. Johnny was well known at this point for playing a cop on the show 21 Jump Street. I have not seen any of those old episodes, but his performance in this movie really made me realize how gifted he is, from his facial expressions to his innocence and naivete. Good word. What do you think of his performance and his ability to totally become a different character, i.e. Jack Sparrow or the Mad Hatter? And second, I second what Rennie said. I really enjoy... So that's the question. And then she goes on to say, I second what Rennie said. I really enjoy the reactions you do together with what I'm going to refer to as those notebook moments when you put your hands over your heart and say, aw, you have such a compassionate heart. And that is why I will continue to ask that you both react to Heartstopper.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm down.
Okay.
I
Add
want
Heartstopper to the list. I would love to hear your thoughts on that show. As always, cannot guarantee the requests, but duly noted. And I would certainly be thrilled. I've heard about Heartstopper. I know like a couple of basic things. Didn't the guy who's playing Billy Wiccan come from Heartstopper?
Oh, Heartstopper's a modern show? I don't know anything. I don't know nothing about Heartstopper. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But I'm down to watch it. I feel like the less I know, the better.
Yeah.
Same
the less
Impala.
I know, the better. Yes, Joe Locke. He is on the Heartstopper.
Okay, I'll be with it.
All right. So yeah. Yeah. What do you think of the performance here and his ability to totally become the different characters?
Oh, he's phenomenal. He's great. He really understands the sensibilities that Tim Burton is asking for. Whatever aesthetic Tim Burton is trying to bring out, he matches it and speaks that language and rides that wavelength very well. But it also speaks to his versatility as an actor outside of working with Tim Burton, because he's able to be something that is super eccentric yet very subdued, very subtle at the same time. His performance is very subtle, yet his appearance is very abstract, and you really feel this lovable, shy, naive guy who has the potential to be extremely dangerous, but that is not his MO. And I feel like because of his innocence, because of his ability to be something that is harmful, yet makes art, makes beauty out of something that a lot of people would consider to be horrible. I think that speaks to not only the character, but Johnny Depp's performance. I feel like he is very believable in this character. He feels like a Tim Burton drawing brought to life. And the fact that he was able to play that, and I imagine walking around for X amount of days with scissors on your hands is not a very easy task, but his ability to do that came across as very natural, and I really believed him as his character. Johnny Depp is a chameleon in that way, and I forgot for a time, or it wasn't in the front of my mind that this was Johnny Depp. I was like, oh, this is Edward, and I feel like that really speaks to his ability as a performer. So yeah, I thought he was fantastic.
Yeah, I would agree wholeheartedly. It's been interesting. And everybody has their different opinions about Johnny Depp these days. And it's, been a bummer to kind of watch him turn into a melted pumpkin or something. This is always the term. This is always how it articulates in my brain. I don't know. Like, his evolution over time. He was once my very favorite actor. And I certainly still love so many of his performances. And even, the recent Crimes of Grindelwald movie he was in, I remember being pleasantly surprised at just how much he showed up to that. So, he's still very capable. And yeah, like the magic of so many of these older performances especially is the way in which he is so, immersed without it feeling like he's showing off or like, ooh, look at the method. It just feels like, yeah, I remember Greg and I used to always nerd out about like, oh, who did he base these characters on? You used to be able to kind of like, track down interviews or information about how, oh, this person was like, famously Jack Sparrow's inspired partially by Keith Richards, or like he spent a ton of time with Hunter Thompson to develop the character that's essentially Hunter Thompson in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, or in this movie, Edward Scissorhands. I was sitting here thinking like I get this distinct impression. I don't know if it's a specific child, but it seems like he really modeled the character after the mannerisms of a very shy child who, has a lot in mind, but, isn't really poised to say very much and is kind of wide-eyed and just taking the world in. And I really thought that was a lovely choice because, again, he is so engrossing. He draws your eye and you're, endeared to his presence, and you can kind of project onto him in a way. And, his, I don't know. Yeah. Like he's also a Rorschach test for all the other characters around him and stuff. So yeah, I think, hold on. I just need to reorient myself in the actual question. Yeah, I mean, I think his performance is really terrific. And yeah, I think his chops, especially, during his, rise and in his like peak years, were really something special. And yeah, he's able to take so many characters and so many characters in which he's not under heavy makeup and really make you feel like you're just watching this other guy, whether it be Edward Scissorhands or Ed Wood or Ichabod Crane or whoever. And yeah, I think their combination, especially in this era, is one of those iconic runs of cinema for sure. And yeah, he's able to take these expressionistic and, whimsical qualities and live in them and take them seriously enough, like really live in, as they say, like live in the reality of what this character is experiencing. And yeah, I really love the poise with which so many of these earlier performances and mid era performances feel, because yeah, they're just so bespoke and so lovely.
They are.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Tara, and for the lovely words as well. And yeah, I mean, I would love to hear this seems like a fun movie to discuss with people and to see what, people get out of the performances themselves or, the different qualities of the character, because it is such a strange movie. And I'm like, how did they even sell this? And yet it is so beloved.
Yeah.
And yeah, like looking back on this, I was like, man, to be able to see this at the time and kind of to be able to experience the rise, of Tim Burton, Johnny Depp, etc., rather than having to do all that in hindsight on home video. But yeah, Johnny Depp in his heyday, real something special. Appreciate you very much, Tara, for chiming in and for the kind words as well. Moving along. Clean clap. There we go. Just a Girl, 329. One of my favorite No Doubt tunes, which I get it. It's a single. It's not that inspired of a choice, but I like that song. Hi, John and Aaron. I'm so happy you're watching one of my favorite films.
Us too.
Absolutely. A new favorite for me, at least.
Yeah, for sure.
My question is, What do you think Edward represents, and why do you think the townspeople ultimately reject him? Also, would you let Edward cut your dog's hair or your hair? If so, what would you want it to look like? Love you both. Love you as well, Justa. All right. What do you think he represents?
I think he represents. How do I answer this question? I think he represents people that are shy. I think he represents people that are outsiders. I think he represents, possibly to a degree, people that are on the spectrum. I think that he represents, being able to, someone who's able to find love in spite of the fact that they're different, and learn that they have desires that are worth pursuing, people that are selfless. I think that and people don't necessarily vibe with that, because it seems like everybody outside of his family kind of want to take advantage of him in one degree or another. And I think that's something that is very admirable, to be different and not have qualms about the fact that you're different. I feel like he was so innocent that I think he knew he was different, but I don't think that he felt necessarily ostracized because he was different. He just was. So I think that, I would say that's what that represented to me. I think it's okay to be a little kooky. It's okay to want to love the people in your life and do anything for them, especially, if their love is reciprocal, because you can really feel that. So that's what I would say.
I'd be curious to hear just varying takes and analysis on this, but I think he definitely represents otherness in general, which can encompass, either somebody with some kind of physical abnormality, or maybe somebody on the spectrum. It's just anybody who has trouble, with the normal protocols and goings on of society. And I think that, there is, again, he's sort of a Rorschach test for the characters around him, because he is a blank slate in various ways. He is very innocent in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways, I think he is sort of a Rorschach test for everyone in the neighborhood, because it's like, initially Peg finds him and brings him home, and it's just a very sort of compassionate act. She just sees somebody in need, wants to help them. Clearly they've been abandoned or whatever, and she just has that natural inclination to step in. And then everybody else gathers around, and they all of a sudden start to inflate their own ideas of who he is and what he is. And then everybody sees him and sees that he is different. And at first they're like, ooh, how novel. Let's hoist this up. Let's take advantage of it. Let's each get our own piece of you. And then the second something happens, inevitably happens, that is not within everyone's, decided, track for this person, or what everyone has deemed, sort of appropriate, or within the bounds of what this person is supposed to be capable of or doing, then they start to turn on him, and then they start to make up stories about him. And because he is different, it flies off the handle. It's very quickly. It's sort of like, oh, we should have seen this coming. He's got knives for hands. He's a monster. He's there. Everything he does after a while starts to become something that you could twist into an act of malice. And I feel like that does happen to just a lot of different kinds of people who are othered in any way, which is, ooh, your otherness makes you unique and interesting, and, you wouldn't want to lose that, because that's what's fascinating about you. But then the second something starts to turn, or, breaks outside of people's purview, then all of a sudden your otherness is a scary thing, and it's a thing we need to stop, and we need to think of the children, And, certainly her boyfriend, the Anthony Michael Hall character, is exploiting that almost at every turn. I think there are lots of things that you could extrapolate from this, but I think, there's that sort of isolation of communication, and then, the way people project onto and exploit, people who are different and who are outside of the norm, and then, turn on them when their plans don't go accordingly or whatever. But I would definitely be curious to hear more just takes on that. Would you let Edward cut your dog's hair or your hair?
I don't have a dog, and also I'm kind of growing it out, so I'm not in the market for a haircut. But back when I had a high top, most definitely I'll let him cut my hair. You seen this man? He's incredible.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. What about you?
I would let him touch my hair. I would just, I'd be like, I don't know what's going to happen. I would like you to keep some length on it. I don't feel comfortable going past a certain level of shortness, but knock yourself out. Let's see what you come up with, man.
Yeah, dude. You can raise that creativity.
Yeah. Our family dog has I don't have my own dog, just my dog, but we have a family dog and, very short hair. I don't think it would work out. But it would be fun. I don't know. Maybe he can carve in some cool designs on her or something like that. But thank you so much, Just a Girl. All right, Kev B, thank you for chiming in. What do you think are the deepest fears or unspoken rules within that kind of community that Edward could really never overcome? And what does this movie make you think about our job as a society when someone different comes along, especially if they're also really special? It's an excellent question. I mean, I feel like it's in this movie as it's represented, it's kind of you're expected to fall into the clockwork of the neighborhood, sort of. And it seems like, the wives are all on one track and the husbands are all on another track. And clearly Alan Arkin is trying to mold him into like a working man because that's what you do. So I feel like, it's anything that upsets the cookie cutter white picket fence life, it seems like, are the things he could never really overcome because he doesn't know he doesn't know how to play the politics of all these different things and to play the sort of unspoken entanglements of all these people. It's like, clearly the one wife is like itching for an affair and stuff like that, and he's so innocent. So I think it is that sort of like, that suburban hive mind is just a thing that, somebody like him would have very much of a hard time overcoming, obviously, as it plays out here, isn't really able to overcome.
Yeah, I think that the thing I noticed is that there is a sense of cleanness and uniformity to everybody's houses, internally and externally. They all relatively had a similar aesthetic, similar style, a lot of colors. And then here Edward comes, has disheveled hair, has all these things and like leather fit, and has these disheveled hands, and they're all different types of scissors. And I feel like he represents somebody that is different, but whether it be by choice or by circumstance, he is different. He is an artist, first and foremost. He's a shy artist, and he just wants to love. He wants to love. I feel like he wants to be loved. And
he just wants to be, I think.
He wants to be. And I felt like in a society where everybody's in everybody's business, nobody has the courage to just be. Everyone wants to conform. And I feel like because one person took the leap, and then the conformity became abnormal, which was what he was doing with haircuts and with people's dogs, and like weirdness became the new cool. Until they eventually turned on him because we just, as a society, typically people kind of reject things they don't understand or afraid of things they don't understand. I would say that and that Edward could never overcome. I feel like the thing maybe he couldn't overcome is the fact that people in that society, at least in that area, would always be afraid of him because they, again, don't really understand him. They fetishize him, or they view him as something.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, they view him as something to observe, and they want a touch of that thing that is different. Maybe part of them admires the fact that he's different, and another part of them is afraid of that thing. And what does this movie make you think about our job as society when someone different comes along, especially if they're really special? I think, what the mom did, really embrace them, because you never really know how somebody who appears different or feels different, expresses themselves differently, is affected by the fact that society maybe doesn't allow them to move in a way that feels organic to them. I feel like being able to, meet them where they are and show that they are still a human, show that they are still cared for is, the best thing we can do. And I feel like it applies to more than just somebody who has, a physical presentation that is different, but people who, have different sexual orientations or who have, different lifestyles than the conservative American would think is, should appropriate or should be universal. I think that, ultimately, I think it just teaches us that we should really accept people for who they are, where they are, how they are.
Yeah, I think it our job as a society, I would argue, is to meet them halfway, and to meet them at first, at least where they are, and see where they want to get to, and then kind of work and adjust for that. Because, there's so much, as you said, fetishizing of Edward, and obviously they find use for him, and the dad is always talking about, you just got to get with the program and go get a job and yada, yada. And, again, in the movie, it's clear that, like, aspects of, his state are a big asset, are a major source of, joy and talent. And there are other ways in which he's very limited. And so, the mom seems like the only person who is willing to meet him halfway and to extend the benefit of the doubt and to be patient when things, again, break beyond the traditionally accepted purview or whatever, because this isn't a person who is in the standard normal mode of society. They're not set up that way. And our society is not really set up in a great way to accommodate anybody different anyway. And so, I think our job ideally would be to meet anybody different, special, halfway, as long as it's not actively destructive somehow, or at least not by nature destructive. You meet them halfway and see how, see what aspects, work in line with everything else and what aspects need a little more consideration, and then find a way to extend that consideration, which is hard. You got to care to do. We all got to kind of get together and, and commit to that. So that's what I would say. Next one up. Jay Rushton. Okay, ever been to a barber who cut way too much off the top or cut you there?
Yes. Don't cut me there, whatever the implication of that. But I have. Before I had my locks, I used to rock a high top for a number of years.
Yeah.
And I remember around the time I was first growing my high top, I went to a barber that was not my barber. And typically, I don't know how it works in other communities, but as a black man, you typically do not stray away from your barber because bad things can happen. If you've seen the show Atlanta, you know this to be true. And I experienced this firsthand because I one time went to a barber when I was first starting to grow up my high top, and she cut too much off the top and had a bald spot in the middle of my high top because she was trying to get the angle right, and I just had a big old bald spot in the middle of my head.
Top.
It was a tight top.
That's a tight top.
And luckily my head recovered because the high top wasn't too tall at that point. But that was the last time I went to that girl. So that is my answer for that.
I don't have as entertaining of a story as you do. I've certainly asked for length of certain degrees at different phases in my hair having career. And I have definitely had people go a few inches beyond what I asked for.
Oh no.
Which is never fun. And I've been nicked. I've been nicked in the chair, mostly when I was younger. As a kid, I would get nicked, and that would be like, oh God, I don't know if I want to go back. Because, you get like a little clipper across the ear or something like that.
Nope.
But leave all of your worst hair, experiences in the comments down below. Appreciate you, Jay. I hope your hair is doing well. Penultimate question of the day, Emily Huxtable. Thank you so much for being here. I am so excited you were watching this movie. It is one of my favorites. I feel like it is much more deep and meaningful than people might think. I would agree. I have two questions for you two. As I have said, I feel there is a lot of meaning in the movie. I also think that there is a metaphorical representation of our society. What do you think that each or some of the characters represent in our society? I know what I think, but I would love to know your thoughts. And second, when I watched this as a child, I was very sad that Edward ended up alone in the end. Now that I'm older, I have come to understand the meaning of the ending. What did you think of the ending, and would you change it at all? P.S. You two are my favorite duo on the Real Rejects channel. That means a lot. Thank you so much.
Oh boy. Okay, so we got two questions here, sir. What do you think that each the characters represent in society? That's an interesting question. So yeah, it's a funny thing part about our job is like we watch the movie and then we have to fully analyze it moments after we're done with it. So kind of we're playing the movie in my head here a little bit. Yeah, I think that it speaks to gossip culture. I think it speaks to some parts of conventional gender roles, because the women were all at home and they had the whole joke about all the husbands that were coming back at the same time and leaving at the same time, and Edward didn't conventionally fit into what a guy was supposed to be at that point in time. So I feel like, yeah, it sort of speaks to traditionalism and somebody who is the abstract person in a traditionalist society. Yeah, and I think the mom stood for, radical acceptance, radical love. And I think the boyfriend stood for small peepees. And weird nicknames.
Yeah.
And the women stood for fads and gossip because maybe they couldn't accept themselves, so they had to project their stuff onto other people. Yeah, that's my answer for that.
Yeah. I mean, I would agree with those. I would say that, Edward, represents sort of the other of society, or at least the very sort of naive and innocent of society, perhaps. You could say, that Peg is, the ideal, her life isn't completely ideal, but her, demeanor, her approach, her compassion is, the sort of the good Samaritan kind of society, the good-hearted person who just wants to help, who just wants to see the good in people. The dad represents the sort of, again, detached company man. He's just all about kind of coming home at the end of the day, having a beer, watching TV. He's always he's trying to run the family to a degree, but he's also kind of detached from what's really going on with everybody. And then Winona Ryder as the daughter is, I think a lot of probably, girls growing up and coming of age are sort of caught in the middle of all these things. And she's like clearly some kind of trophy for her boyfriend because, throughout it seems like she is not always really on his wavelength. They don't really seem quite right together, but also they make sense visually speaking as like, well, these two should be together because they're both attractive and they're both, the picturesque young couple of two of the prominent families, and it seems like almost requisite that they should be together. And he is, the high school bully jock guy who is always a little aggressive in every situation. He's manipulative of many situations to fit whatever his needs are. The woman who's constantly coming on to Edward and who is, trying to seduce him until he rebukes her or until one thing falls out of her plan, and then she completely turns on him and becomes this sort of snake character, and who's always trying to paint herself as someone who's being wronged by things, or who, is always, she's trying to be the center of attention. She's like this, not quite a socialite, but, like kind of a queen bee type character for this neighborhood. I mean, there's so many things. And even the way the cops handle this stuff, the way the cop at the end, just kind of fires his gun in the air and then tells everyone to go home. And then, and there are other characters too. There's like the especially religious lady who even her inclusion in the movie is not hugely substantial, and it's not of major consequence necessarily, and that almost fits the kind of proportionality of just how that arises in real life much of the time. This is a movie I would kill to be on, or I wish this review could be just some kind of podcast, because these are really interesting questions, and there's, I think, a lot to draw and interpolate out of this movie, because it is, again, not just a linear plot movie so much as it is kind of a coming of age and a mood piece, and it is an observant and thoughtful movie that isn't just all in the dialogue and stuff like that. And there are, I think, sort of kaleidoscopic ways you can take it. And the second half of your question, about the ending. How did you feel about that?
I thought it was sad, but I think it also played to that fairy tale nature of he's still there to this day, and he's affected society, and this is what we this is how people felt at the time, but I still have a softness for him in my heart, and I am forever changed for having experienced him. So I thought it was a sad ending. I wish this took place in a time where he could have been accepted by society, but also understand why they didn't go that direction. And I don't know if it's ever at all possible, or if Johnny Depp or Tim Burton ever have any interest, but I wouldn't be mad at a sequel to this movie. Why not? Let's give Edward a happy ending, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can make that happen one day. What about you, man?
I think it's definitely bittersweet, and I can absolutely see. I've heard a couple people say like, "Oh, this movie leaves me a little cold," or the ending is more kind of sad. And I definitely see how as a child you would feel that way because you so want them to get together, and their love arises in this way that isn't like the main action of it's not a movie about boy meets girl. It's not a romantic comedy or anything like that, or a romance first and foremost. And the romance becomes this element that grows. It's not even always like happening directly on screen. And so, it's this interesting, just sort of instinctual thing that happens between them. And as sad as it is, for them to be separated at the end, there is that kind of beauty in the fact that because of that and because of the snow, it's like they know that at least each other are safe and able to, continue living in their own element to some degree. And him being there at the end, it's like he's alone, but you can also have solitude, and peace and things when you're alone. And so I took it, certainly in watching it from this perspective, I definitely took it as sort of like he is back in his element, and he's had a few experiences certainly to bring back with him, but he's at peace in a place where he is free to be. And I think that is beautiful. And I think that earns, again, the bittersweetness of the ending. Just thank you for the love. I really appreciate the kind thoughts and your thoughtful questions, all of you, and especially you as well, Emily. And finally, Alan Smithy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have touched on this, but just to reiterate, so jealous of your first time so jealous of first-time Edward Scissorhands watchers. Aside from this movie, what is your favorite Tim Burton, Johnny Depp collaboration? I'm a huge fan of Sleepy Hollow. Thanks for the reaction. I love Sleepy Hollow as well. Ed Wood is certainly, as I said, my favorite movie, and I love their collaboration. I love him in Sleepy Hollow, and this is certainly, taking that cake as well, I would say. I really like the Mad Hatter performance in that movie. I like Sweeney Todd. But those, certainly Ed Wood and Ichabod would be at the top, and then probably this as well.
I would say, because I haven't seen a ton of them, at least not since my childhood, so I don't really remember them that well. I would say this feels like a first-time reaction for Edward Scissorhands because I didn't remember anything at all, even though I saw bits and pieces on the ABC Family. And after having seen it, I'm like, did I see bits and pieces on ABC Family? I don't know. But anyway, to answer your question, I would say it is Alice in Wonderland 2010 because I like that movie probably more than most people. And that is my answer.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, brother.
All right, gang. This was super lovely. This was, again, a really great window into what made and has made Tim Burton, again, one of our premier, interesting fairy tale Gothic directors. Like, the vision on this is so unique. The design, the production values, the costumes, the colors, the cinematography, the composition of the shots, both in terms of the framing and also how things are laid out in the frame, the performances, the writing. It's all so lovely, and I can't quite say enough about this movie. So this was a real joy for me, and I really just relish that we got to share it together.
Me too.
Yeah. Any final thoughts before we hit it? The music, that score. Andrew was right. That is a terrific, terrific score.
No, this is a lovely film. I'm happy I watched it with you. I'm happy I watched it with you guys. And stay accepting, stay kind.
Yeah. Golly. And it's before he's like, I don't know, it's Beetlejuice before. This isn't like the most Tim Burton-y movie possible even, but it's very Tim Burton-y. Anyway, it's fascinating. Would love to discuss this more. Leave us your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for joining us if you joined us, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers. Hold on. Cheers to peace sign scissors. Cheers. Be well.
David Gandy. If there's anyone here who is Edward Scissorhands,
you know,
it's fucking David.
I can see you in your younger years with that hair and those woes,
and the shyness.
Yeah, and you
and
mean so well.
Yeah, but you could see he's just like a soft boy underneath those eyes.
Yeah.
But then probably has a bit of a violent protector side inside of him, man. That is you. You are undoubtedly the Edward Scissorhands of this page. You're also pale as shit.
That's right.
You are
You
1,000% our Edward Scissorhands.
Dude, we gotta call Tim Burton, get you in the sequel stat.
Oh my God, I love it so much, John.
I do too. I wish you were here to cut up my face by accident.
I wish you were my best friend.
Yeah. I wish that, you know, you could come trim my hair.
I wish that Mel Gibson did not do what he did, and it was cool to like.
Oh, that would be an easier world.
Yeah, we could react to more movies.
We could.
David, appreciate you being the Mel Gibson of our Patreon page, and I haven't lost sight of the narrative.
You're the patriot, man.